And wow, a gamble here right off the bat. An onside kick to begin the game. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Here's a give to Fournette. Bulldozes past him, and he's got this down to the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, here's Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first
that was
thought is
touchdown
surprise
right
because
there.
that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A handoff to Fournette. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now Leonard Fournette. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. This is Fournette. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. 1st and goal at the 1. Fournette is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down at the 17. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Oh, thank you.
It's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
I didn't make it. I will.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Eluding the pressure. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
Oh, my God.
And some room to maneuver. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it. Anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big
if he was a little bit faster, I would have made it.
Everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Remember, he scored already in this first quarter, and he's really trying to get off to a hot start. But on that last play, the defense had a little cool breeze back his way and said, not that time.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Melvin Ingram able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag.
What?
And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Forcing
the incomplete pass on 4th down and then roughing the passer.
I still got the ball now.
Ready to roll, ready to get out on the field and take over. Instead,
that was touchdown, dude.
Self-inflicted. Now they have to stay on the field and play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Fournette.
Run.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. here, losing
Oh, my
yardage to
God.
the 10-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. This is caught.
Oh, that's all right.
Stop shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end Gray complete. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot.
Yep.
Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him.
All I know is 4th down.
Into a short gain.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and this defense will take over right at midfield. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
No.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes forced out to his left. A nice little juke, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Not sure how you feel about it, but to me, I think we're seeing it in front of our eyes. This league continues to change. Look at the moves you ordinarily get from a running back from the quarterback position.
Yeah, that's like a Le'Veon Bell type move right there, but you're exactly right. Mahomes hit, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A draw play. Bernard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Brady. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Brady now to throw. He drops it off for Bernard. Sheds off the tackle, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. We'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Brady. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Brady.
God damn it, dude.
Incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the Chiefs force the turnover. Take over at their own 27. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And going deep for Hill.
Why they...
His man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Lavonte David. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
And lived to fight another down, right?
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Brady. Gets it to his running back.
God damn it, dude. Fuck.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Here's Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Into the secondary past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Fournette once more on second down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Brady now on first down. And that one drops
Get the
down,
fuck out of here,
incomplete.
dude.
Good coverage
Swear
there,
to
forced
God,
the ball
dude.
free, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far.
Bullshit.
Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
A third quarter now, and a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Brady on the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Is that pass interference?
Third down there is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough
Fuck
opportunities
outta
to
here,
plays to
dude.
keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And this
Come on.
Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down
Fucking
conversion.
bitch.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team,
You're lucky.
and put points on the board, those are the
I couldn't
plays
get
that
over
need to
there.
continue to convert.
I would have been gone, too.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
But every now and then I can speak from
Come
experience
on.
because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes
Okay.
because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after after this, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Come on.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And here's Edwards-Helaire, and he will get into the end zone. It's 2 points and also a 2-score advantage as the lead swells to 9. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On play action, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
God damn it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Lavonte David making his presence felt in the backfield. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Mahomes. Being chased out left.
Come on.
Take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Eventually, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Butker's kick here is good. And that will give him a 12-point lead. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chris Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From midfield, here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited
don't mean nothing.
about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Back to throw, Brady. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead.
Oh, my God.
So here we go with the onside kick. They'll need a recovery and a touchdown. A field goal does them no good. Now a second timeout called for by the defense.
I'm going for it.
As they'll
I
head
got
to
to.
the sideline and talk over what to do next. Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it out to his left.
Damn it.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Let's go, let's go.
Buccaneers. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
I know, partners, that with every
my God.
came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Brady. He's going to let it fly.
Thank you, motherfucker.
Incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our
Talk on that
referee.
fucking shit.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Stop yelling.
To throw is Brady. They'll drop this off for Bernard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
I never used a
The clock will
timeout.
stop with 18 seconds remaining.
I have never used one.
Brady to throw. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
I'm going to win it right here.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Let's
When
go.
you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. One final try now for Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's not over yet.
And a great
It's
game
not
comes
done.
down to this. Time
It's not
for
over
one
yet.
play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I
It's
want
not
every
over
cover
yet.
guy I've got in the game on defense. Every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football.
Come on,
So
baby.
whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that'll be
Yes.
incomplete.
Pass interference.
We do have a penalty flag.
Let's
down,
go, baby.
however. Let's see what that's about. Gronk, so tough to cover. Sometimes the flag's going to come out.
His size and his ability create a lot of these pass interference calls. If you're trying to go through him to get to the ball, that's almost impossible, and he benefits on the play.
Here it is.
They'll look to throw.
Let's go.
Tom Brady with goes to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
So for those of little faith, guess what?
Oh.
It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in the eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. So
over, my
fire the
nigga.
cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay.
That one-hand
really
catch got me right
their
there.
Bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
Okay, now it's time to get on the NBA.
Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say.
Just wait till I tell your dad. You know what? I'm gonna send him the video. Oh my God, I can't, dude. I came back from nothing. I came back from nothing, my nigga. Meet me on NBA. No, we're not using your team. You're not using that team. You're using regular players.